Anyone who has not been living under a rock knows who this is. She is the famous Kimberly Noel Kardashian West, aka Kim Kardashian, an American media personality, socialite, model, businesswoman, producer, and actress. But she is also known for a lot more than just her work. This Kardashian diva has lived her entire life in front of the cameras after signing up to show the good, the bad, and the ugly on Keeping Up with the Kardashians, and continued to be in the news with everything happening in her life even after. But is her life as good as she makes it out to be to the world? Welcome to Trendy Vert, and today we'll count down some of Kim Kardashian's darkest secrets.
Well, I think that's a lot of pressure when you try to think of how to be the perfect person, knowing that a specific audience is watching. So I've never really lived my life like that. As I've grown up and had kids, I might have a different perspective on maybe the things that I would do or say or wear.
Number 8. The story behind Kim's sex tape. The story behind how KUWTK got the green light depends on who you believe. Caitlyn says the show was essentially built around her fame as an Olympic hero, while Kim says she landed the show after approaching producer Ryan Seacrest after a pal gave her the idea. But it just so happened that the sex tape she'd recorded with then-boyfriend Ray J in 2012 was leaked in 2007, just months before the show was created. So rightfully, many people believe that it was Kris herself who leaked the sex tape in order to gain notoriety for her daughter and the rest of the family. Whoever is behind the leak, it brought the family unimaginable fame and fortune. Number 7. Is Kim's bum real? Kim has faced a number of allegations that she's had plastic surgery thanks to her changing looks over the years. But she insists she's never had more than simple Botox. In a bid to prove that every inch of her is the real deal, Kim once had her famous bum x-rayed to show that there were no hidden helpers tucked away inside. She insists her figure is all natural. A girl has got to set the record straight when it comes to her most prized bodily possessions. Number 6. The infamous O.J. Simpson murder trial. Way back before they were famous, the Kardashian family was involved in one of the most high-profile court cases the world has ever seen. Kim's father, Robert, was on O.J. Simpson's defense team as he faced trial for the murders of his ex-wife Nicole Brown Simpson and her friend Ron Goldman. The case tore the family apart, with Kris, her mother, believing her best friend Nicole had been murdered by her ex, and Robert believing he was innocent and trying to prove it. But one thing people may not know is that Kim was mentioned during the trial. It turned out that at some point after the murders, and when Simpson was officially a subject, he obtained a gun and crept into Kim's bedroom to stow it away and threatened to hurt himself. Robert talked him down, begging him not to hurt himself in his daughter's bedroom. The scene was even recreated in American Crime Story, The People vs. O.J. Simpson.
But I wasn't wearing anything underneath, so I was like, okay, this is like the time I'm gonna get raped, like just deal, like it's gonna happen, you know, like just prepare yourself.
Number 5. Troubled marriage of the sister. Khloe Kardashian, Kim's sister, is known to have faked trying to have a baby with Lamar. Khloe and Lamar's relationship seemed like a fairy tale for the longest time. They got married just 30 days after they met, with Khloe recruiting mom Kris to plan the wedding of her dreams in just a matter of days. But while they appeared to be living love's young dream, things weren't all what they seemed. Khloe and Lamar were married for 7 years, and she spoke of how much she wanted to have children, biological, adopted, and fostered, with the basketball player. But after their marriage broke down, she admitted she'd been faking it, and was actually taking measures to prevent herself from getting pregnant. She said, "I was married, but I knew the circumstances weren't the healthiest, so I just kept pretending I was doing it." Khloe did have fertility treatments while she was married, but stopped them. She added, "I had to stop because there was so much deeper stuff that was happening in our marriage. I knew it wasn't the right situation to bring a child into, and I think I've done a lot of covering up for him." Lamar later stated that he was hurt by the revelation, as he'd found out along with the rest of the world when it was aired on their show. Number 4. Surgery for the sister. If one troubled sister wasn't enough, the other sister, Kylie, also lied about lip injections. Kylie started getting lip fillers when she was 16, but lied about it for a long time, claiming that it was just clever makeup hacks that made her lips look so much bigger. She was quizzed about it repeatedly and stood firm on her denial, insisting she overlined her lips to give them their fuller appearance. She released her own makeup line, Kylie Cosmetics, and became so popular she was named Forbes magazine's youngest self-made billionaire 2 years in a row. But she later confessed all. She said, "What if I came out and said, oh yeah, I got my lips done? What are those moms going to think of me? These kids, my fans, they're going to think I'm crazy. I didn't want to be a bad influence. I didn't want you to think you had to get your lips done to feel good about your face." But they thought it was crazier that I was lying about it because it was so obvious. I wish I had just been honest up front. And she admitted that she'd gone too far, adding, "When you first get them done, you're like, oh, it could be a little bigger on that side." I'd go back and be like, they went down and I think they could be bigger. But I went too far. Number 3 is the show fake. The show Keeping Up with the Kardashians has forever faced fake claims. Many people believe that a lot of scenes in the show are set up and that storylines are created to keep viewers hooked. One of the moments said to be completely fake was Kim's infamous reactions to losing one of her earrings while on vacation in Bora Bora. Her beau, Kris Humphries, picked Kim up and threw her into the water, and she had an absolute meltdown when she lost one of her diamond earrings. The entire family ended up frantically searching for the missing jewelry, and Kim's over-the-top reaction got everyone talking. But it's been claimed that the whole thing was fake. It said that Kim never lost her earring and the whole thing was created as a publicity stunt for the show.
Wait.
My earring's gone!
Are you
Oh my god, I'm gonna cry! My diamond earring!
Hold on.
Seriously! It's not funny!
Are you
because
serious?
Literally, that's $75,000!
Hold on. We'll find it, baby.
It's also said that Kim's 3-month marriage to basketball player Kris was all staged to drum up viewers. And it's claimed his surprise proposal was actually shot twice so that the camera crew could get all the angles they needed. Of course, the family insists everything we see on the show is real. Number 2, post-pregnancy ordeal. Even though Kim is famous for her bootylicious body, she is reportedly very unhappy the way her body looks post-pregnancy. She appears to be incredibly concerned about the inevitable saggy boobs and stomach that come with carrying a baby for 9 months, and wants to rectify the problem. So, people have been wondering if the diva who went to great lengths to avoid plastic surgery claims will eventually end up with some enhancements in the near future. If only tightening up was that easy for the rest of us. Number 1, truth behind the Kim-Kanye wedding. Kim Kardashian may have been blissfully wed to Kanye West, but this is actually her third go-around at marriage. While basically everyone knows about her 72-day marriage to Kris Humphries in 2011, not so many people are aware that she was married once before. She wed her first husband, music producer Damon Thomas, when she was just 19 years old in 2000. However, they split just a few years later, but never spoke out about why. Their 2003 divorce papers have since been uncovered, revealing just how dark their marriage really was. According to the Daily Mail, Kardashians' divorce papers revealed just how controlling Thomas was in their marriage. Damon decided what we would do and when we would do it. He was very much the king of the castle, Kardashian described. In fact, he was so controlling that he reportedly forced her to quit her job as a salesgirl and drop out of college. Kardashian claimed, "He said he did not want me to have contact with my old boyfriends, who would be able to reach me at the clothing store. Even if Kardashian ever left their home, Thomas had to know her every move." In her court declaration, Kardashian claimed, "Damon told me not to leave the house unless I first told him when and where I was going." She added, if Damon were not home, I was required to call him and ask permission to leave the house. And sometimes, even if Kardashian asked to go out to dinner with lifelong friends, Thomas wouldn't let her go. Kim made another shocking revelation that Thomas even began taking control over her looks and forced her to get plastic surgery. According to reports, he paid for her $3,650 liposuction to make her perfect. He also pushed her to get $1,000 worth of additional surgery. And if all this wasn't enough, it has been revealed that Kardashian was the victim of domestic violence at the hands of Thomas. The divorce documents revealed just how violent Kardashian's marriage to Thomas was. Thomas would punch her in the face, slam her against walls, and throw her across the room, leaving her bruised and battered. Apparently, Thomas continued abusing her even after their April 2003 separation. He once came by to pick up some items from their house, and he came at me and slammed me against the closet wall, Kardashian recalled. Kudos to Kim to have left that man for good, right? What do you think about these secrets? Do you know any other secrets about Kim that we might have missed? Tell us about them in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe and like the video too, and share it with your friends.